Yo, yo, yo. Is this mic on? What up? What up? Who I got here? Consistency lives up to his name. What's up? Cheryl Tucker Moore. Yes, sir. What up? Cynthia. King Thriller. What up? Whoever else is in the building, how are you doing? I'm doing good. I need to cut my headphones down because that music seems like it's loud. I don't know. How is the audio doing? How are you doing? Good afternoon to everybody that is here. How is your afternoon going? Mine's doing okay. So let me know. How's the internet been doing? Are people mad about Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry? Or are people happy about Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry? Are they mad at Wet Hornets or are they happy? I don't know. I haven't got to even take the pulse of the internet because, you know, when you have to work, you can't just talk about these things until you get off of work. So now we're going to talk about it. King Thriller, how are you doing? You ain't been here in a minute? Me neither. I haven't been here in a minute, but I'm here now. Good to see you, Cynthia. How are you doing? I'm glad to see the people that are here. Wet Hornets, man. Wet Hornets. Don't ask me. I am just the relayer of the message. Wet Hornets. So I will say this about Kevin Stefanski and Andrew Berry getting new contracts. I'm going to say it is deserved. They deserve it, Malik. You're gay and you're happy. You're happy. I think they deserve it. They deserve every single penny that they get. Don't get it misconstrued. They deserve every penny that they get. I don't know the numbers. I don't know if the numbers have been divulged. I don't know if the numbers have been released yet whenever you are seeing this video. But let's look at everything they have done with their tenure here so far with the Cleveland Browns. If you look at it in a totality, you look at it as a whole. What? Watch your mouth. 2020, they're a duo. They have came in together and they have been to the playoffs 2 times since that span, 2 times in 4 years. If you would have told me since 2020, we're going to go to the playoffs 2 times in 4 years, I am going to take that every day of the week. And there are 7 days in the week. So I want to take it every day of the week if we're going to the playoffs 2 times and 2 times out of 4 years. 2 out of 4, I am taking it. And then you look, out of all the quarterbacks that Kevin Stefanski has had since his tenure, he just makes it work. No matter who was under center, whether it's Baker Mayfield, whether it's Case Keenum, whether it's Jacoby Brissett, whether it's Deshaun Watson, whether it's DTR, whether it's Joe Flacco, it's been a plug and play ever since he has been the coach of the Cleveland Browns. It hasn't been a consistent starter since he's been the coach. And guess what? He has made it work. Out of all the complaints that Kevin Stefanski gets, and I have been part of that complaint train. I have been part of the lead of that complaint train. I am not dissolved or absolved of that complaining. I don't know which word was right. I'm doing good. Sorry for the late response. Glad you're doing good. So I am not absolved of that complaining. I am part of the complaint train. But when we look of his success as a whole since he's been here, is there anybody else that deserves an extension more than Kevin Stefanski? If you look at what he has had to deal with, from the outside noise, from the noise in the locker room, from everything that has happened since he has been the tenure of the Cleveland Browns. When you look at the franchise, the negativity, the stigma that happens to us as fans, as an organization, And he has been to the playoffs 2 times out of 4 years. He has been the coach of the year 2 times. Twice. Dos. I don't know how else to say it. This man deserves it. I don't know who else. And if there's people right now trying to justify him not deserving this extension, I want you to slap them with a wet napkin. Find a wet napkin and slap them with it. I'll wait. And then we look at Andrew Berry. Let's not forget him. I mean, it looks like everything he does. Now, you could say Deshaun Watson was a bad move. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. No matter how many people want to say it's been a bad move, it's a failure. You don't know until the contract is up if it's a failure or not. That is just the facts. The contract's not up yet, so we don't know. But getting Amari Cooper for a 5th round pick in 2021, if that doesn't look like a steal, I don't know what is a steal. And then getting Jerry Jeudy. Yeah, people want to say he overpaid for Jerry Jeudy, and maybe that's a fair assessment, but the receiving market is about to skyrocket with CeeDee Lamb and these receivers coming up next, Jamar Chase. So it's going to look like a steal when it comes to Jerry Jeudy. We have to see how he produces as a Cleveland Brown. But we call him Andrew Bargain Bin Berry for a reason. He knows what he's doing, and I just trust his process. Now, I know there's more deals that he's made that I can't think of off the top of my head, and that is for the chat to tell me what I have done wrong. I don't know what I got wrong, but I'm sure there's somewhere else a deal that he has made. That's for the comment section. But Andrew Berry deserves this as well. These two as a duo, Batman and Robin, peanut butter and jelly, wet hornets and dry bumblebees. What? I don't even know what that means. They deserve this. And if there's somebody out there right now as a Browns fan who thinks they don't, get that wet napkin out. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm happy right now as a Browns fan. What up, AAA? How you doing? Appreciate you coming through. Because what more do you want than stability? That's the name of the game if you want a successful franchise. If you look at the successful franchises, what do they have? Stability. It's not about changing coaches every month, every year, the rotating door, changing regimes, changing GMs. I know that's the popular thing to do. Fire the coach, fire the GM, start over. That's not how you become a successful organization. How you do become a successful? You keep what you have and you build. So now what's next for them is seeing how this Deshaun Watson thing happens. How does it pan out? That's really it from here on out. They've done everything else. They have really hit almost on everything else. Now, I know they've had some draft picks that didn't pan out, but we're talking about the major things. You've got a 2-time Coach of the Year candidate. You've been to the playoffs 2 times since 2020. Now it's about advancing. Now it's about getting that AFC Championship game, maybe getting to the Super Bowl, which we all want. But how do you do that? That's the C, is if your gamble on going for that franchise quarterback pays off. That's the only thing now. You lost Nick Chubb last year, gruesome injury. You still got to the playoffs. You had defensive injuries last year. You made it through that. Now you just got to cross your fingers that you're healthy this season and see what happens. But them two getting new contracts lets me know this. We're ready for stability now. As Browns fans, we're ready for stability. No more breaking up. No more looking through our phone, seeing who else can we get. No more opening the door. Who we gonna call now? We are now a franchise that is ready to call ourselves stable. We are now a franchise that are ready, maybe just ready, to hang with the big boys. Now, it's all on that franchise quarterback that we gambled on. And let's see what happens. That's my take. AAA, shout out. $10 donation. Way to go, the Haslams. But if you disagree with me, let me know in that comment right there. Let me know, how do you guys feel about it? Are you with it or are you not with it? I just want to know, and you never know, we could just see a video come out of this stream, because I think I hit some pretty good points there. You may see a video come out later. I don't even know. So maybe you were here for a video. Who knows? Keep your eye out on it. Did I miss any comments? King Thriller said AAA. Hope everyone's doing well. Missed you all. It is okay to say I've missed that handsome face. You think I got a handsome face? Well, thank you, Cynthia, for the nice, kind words. Some would say it's a handsome face. Some would say we're sick of looking at that face. It just depends on who you ask. But thank you very much for the kind words. But what else is going on? Is there anything else that I'm missing besides this contract negotiations that just happened? Am I missing anything else? Talk to me. For the ones that hear, this is your show now. That's all I got. Talk to me. What's up? Will KS and AB eventually be the best head coach and GM in history? Listen, AAA. Kevin Stefanski right now, I don't know. You got Marty Schottenheimer, big time coach for the Cleveland Browns. I was little when he was the coach. You got Bill Belichick. Who else am I missing as far as big time coaches with the Cleveland Browns? Let me know. I don't want to miss anybody. But as far as GMs, I don't have any knowledge of big time GMs for Cleveland. So that's where you guys can educate me. As far as GMs for Cleveland, who was great. Ken Dorsey. I liked Ken Dorsey. I thought he did good things besides the whole Freddie Kitchens debacle. I thought he did pretty good things besides that, you know. But what GMs did we have that were great? I don't know. Educate me there. Django, what up, my guy? How have you been? And how do you feel about this? I think that we have done great things here to be consistent. Listen, King Thriller, he is a great coach. Was he great with Cleveland? I mean, he was okay. I don't think he got a fair shake of having time to become great in Cleveland. But I was a little tightened then. What up, Skinner? How are you doing? How are you feeling, Skinner? Deuce Staley, that is an underrated hire. And let's not forget Mike Vrabel. I think that is a big time hire as well. I know everybody's talking about Ken Dorsey, and Ken Dorsey deserves all the credit he is going to get this year. But Deuce Staley and Mike Vrabel are big time hires as well. Am I missing anything else? Hey, man, at least y'all got most stuff figured out. I don't know how to feel about my own team. Yeah, I don't know anything about Buffalo, man. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, you got your quarterback situation figured out, but there's a lot of things that I don't know about. I think it's a very smart and good move. Tired of always fire the coach every season. Me too, Cynthia. Appreciate the $10. Consistency. Oh, AAA, I forgot your sound effect. Here comes the money. I got to sing it for y'all. Money, 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 money. Ooh, yeah. I got to sing it. And then consistency. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Ooh, yeah. I still got to get my sounds figured out since I have switched my audio interface. So we got to get that figured out. I'll figure out something before the season starts. I promise. But I'm missing anything else? I like that point, Django, with Deuce Staley. Very underrated hire. Like that. Ooh, yeah. Very underrated hire, I must say. But what do you guys think? Over or under? How many games lost does it take before people will say fire Kevin Stefanski this season? How many games? Over, under, 3. Before you hear fire Stefanski from fans. I will say watch out for Ken Dorsey, man. James Cook was barely utilized under him. And then Ken was let go and cooked teams like KC and Dallas. Hopefully Chubb's career won't be ruined. Interesting there. I didn't pay attention to Dorsey at the Bills, so I really can't disagree with anything you're saying. I will say Nick Chubb comes back. Nick Chubb. It is hard to underutilize Nick Chubb just because the force that he is. I will say that it will be very hard to underutilize Nick Chubb if he comes back the way that Nick Chubb can be. I will say with Mr. Cook, James Cook, I didn't even know about James Cook until I was like, dang, this dude's pretty good. I think everybody know how good Nick Chubb is, so it will be kind of hard to underutilize him. Not saying it can't happen, but it'd be pretty darn hard to underutilize Nick Chubb if he comes back being Nicholas Jamal. I will run over your soul, and I hate Monopoly Chubb. I don't know about the last part. I don't know if he hates Monopoly. I made that part up. I voted Corey has to do all future sound effects. What? Oh, that's going to happen if we lose the opener against Dallas. You know what, AAA? You might be right, man. If we lose the opener, man, it's going to be jump off cliff Sunday. Just saying, he's very one-dimensional. I personally think Chubb is too good to be ruined because of any of Ken's decisions. I just think Chubb's too good, but that's if he comes back as Nick Chubb. I hope he does, because you know, King Thriller, I am very biased when it comes to Nick Chubb. And I am not ashamed to say it. I have tunnel vision when it comes to Nick Chubb. He can do no wrong. What up, Scott? How are you doing, Scott? Where have you been? Where have you been, Scott? You see how I yell at people when they come to my stream? I am not a nice person, am I? They come to support me and I yell at them. What a way to welcome people to your stream. Yelling at them. Hopefully you're doing good, Scott. Hopefully you're doing good, my guy. You second that, Cynthia? I should do all sound effects? AAA, that's one game. At least 7? You think 7 games? You give the fans 7? I don't know, man. You being nice. You being nice, Django. By game 3, we'll start calling for the jobs. Waiting on football season. You just waiting on football, man. I don't want nothing to do with you do football, dog. Come on, man. Come on, my guy. I'm a little more entertaining than that, am I? Like football, man, I don't want nothing to do with you, homie. Man, get out of here. I love Chubb. That's another word, though. Hopefully he comes back better than ever, because man's leg was turned half the McDonald. Man, I'm worried about Nick Chubb too, man. That was a gruesome injury. His second major knee injury that he's had. So that really does worry me. But hopefully he comes back. But I'm telling you right now, I have a good feeling about this season. And I really don't say that. But since this is an off-season stream, and there's only a couple of you in here, I will put my heart out there for you guys to have. Right there in the palm of your hand. And you can take it. I got a good feeling about this season. I really do. I really do. And I know it's a tough schedule, but I got a good feeling. I got a good feeling. I think the Browns are tired. I think Deshaun Watson is tired. And I think they're just sick and tired of hearing they're getting no credit again. You know, last year, people were all on the Browns train. Oh, I like what I'm seeing from Cleveland. And now it's back to the same old. Oh, last in the division. 7 and whatever. I'm telling you, I got a feeling. I'm putting my heart right here in the palm of your hand. As long as we stay healthy. I think Myles Garrett, our Grim Reaper, will have a fantastic season. If DW doesn't have a minimum of 3,520 TDs, he's gone. I truly believe that once Chubb is back starting, he will have the best offense in the NFL. Prove me wrong. I think if Chubb comes back mid-season, I think our offense is going to be pretty good. I think DW knows with Django, and I think he knows. I think he understands this season is on him. I don't know what numbers he has to have. But I think he knows. Everybody knows. And here's the thing when it comes to athletes. We put a lot of pressure on athletes, but they put more pressure on themselves. Just like coaches. You think coaches want to go out there and lose? No. They're hard on themselves. I think the same thing with athletes. You think they want to go out there and suck? No. They're hard on themselves. And I think they know. They're sick and tired. Myles Garrett, he's out there like, man, listen. Everybody's talking about all these other people. I'm that dude. And he goes out there and he tries to prove it every game. I can't wait, man. I'm just telling y'all right now. I just got a feeling. I got a feeling. And you know what? I think the NFL had a feeling too. Did you see that schedule they gave us? They was like, well, you know what? Y'all gonna have to prove it. What's happening in KC? I don't care. They won multiple Super Bowls. They got a whole prison squad. What's happening over in Kansas City? I haven't paid attention. Do y'all think, if you guys had to bet, I got a question for everybody that's in here. If you had to take the field or Kansas City being the first team to three-peat and being Super Bowl champions, what would you take? The field or Kansas City being the first team to three-peat? What would you take? Because Patrick Mahomes, man, that dude, he's a special breed. I don't think DW has to hit certain numbers. If we go to AFC Championship and lose, then DW will be back. KC better start losing this season. I predict that KFC Cheese will have a duck season of losing. Also, Cynthia, I wholeheartedly agree. KC, they might do it. So you would take KC? KC? I'm taking the field. It's a long season. I'm going to tell you what. I'm going to take the field, and here's why. I think that Baltimore should have beat Kansas City last year, but for some reason, which I'm happy they did, Baltimore decided we're going to pass the entire game. We're just going to pass the ball. We're not going to do what got us there, which was the running game. They said, we're just going to drop back and we going to pass. What? What are we doing? We're just going to pass the ball. And I think Baltimore would have beat them, but I'm glad it didn't because I didn't want Baltimore to win. So I think the field, I would take the field. That is just, it is so hard to three-peat. You don't know what could happen. The AFC is a juggernaut, but if one team can do it, if one quarterback can pull it off, it would be Patrick Mahomes, because this dude is special. I don't know what Django put there. He deleted it. Old chicken instead of KFC. Old chicken. Old chicken. I got to go eat dinner. Have a good night, chat and Corey. Catch y'all soon. All right, King Thriller. Appreciate you coming through, man. Greatly appreciate it. Anything else y'all want to chat about before I hop up off of here? Yeah. Just want to talk about Barry, Stefanski, the dynamic duo. It will be hard to bet against Patrick Mahomes, but it will be hard to three-peat. Browns are going to the Super Bowl and winning. If the Browns go to the Super Bowl and win AAA, I will stay on stream until the chat lets me off. I will stay live until the chat lets me off. I will stay on stream until the chat says you can get off of stream. I'll do it. That means if I'm live till 5 a.m., I'm staying live. I will be like, well, we are still, what else you want to talk about? I'll do it. That's how dedicated I am. I'll do it. Wait, we're still here. We're celebrating, baby. Let's go. I'll do it. Hold me to it, Scott. I will celebrate. Listen, there's people here. I will celebrate. If the Browns win the Super Bowl this season, I will stay live until they're like, you know what, bro? I'm tired. We tired. You can get off. We appreciate you. We are celebrating together. I'll do it. I will. You can clip this and you like, yo, you said it, bro. I'll do it. I hope I'm right. Are you going to SummerSlam? I am not. There's no Roman Reigns. There's no The Rock. And there's no Seth Rollins. All I'm stuck with is Cody Rhodes putting me to sleep, Cynthia. I am not. How's the Ravens season this year? Do they look good this year? The Ravens got Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. They're a cheat code, and I hate them. Sorry. Do you think, how long do you think we can keep this O-line together? As long as we want to, and as long as they can stay healthy. Petonio, Teller, I think you have to keep them as cornerstone pieces. We got the big man on the end. Listen, the big man on the end, he stays there. Listen, it's his second year. I got to finish the rest. You already know. I think the question is Jedrick Wills. What do you do with him? He's the question. Right tackle has been solved. Petonio and Teller are studs. The center's a stud too. It's the left tackle. He's the issue. What do you do with him? But I think you keep the line for as long as possible until they get old or they're no longer can stay healthy is my answer, AAA. $10 donation from Cheryl. I just want to hear you sing, please, too. Oh, my goodness. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Ooh, yeah. Here comes the money. Money, 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 money. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, yeah. Thank you for the money, Cheryl. Thank you. I've got to get some sound effects. I've got to get some sound effects. I can't keep singing. Thank you for the $10. Greatly appreciate it. Thank you. It's our year. Possibly Wyatt 6 for SummerSlam. I just want the offense and defense to sync up. If that happens, they win the division. Plus, I agree, Django. Defense sucks. Offense great. Defense great. Offense trash. They never get mixed together. I think if our defense translates on the road this year and stays dominant at home, will be a problem. And then if the offense stays consistent and gets better and better, watch out. Because obviously you're not going to score on every possession. That's not going to happen. Kansas City offense wasn't great last year. If you want to be honest, looking Kansas City, their defense carried them throughout the year. Go back and watch the games, but the offense scored when they needed the offense to score, and they stepped up in the big moments. That's what you need. Speaking of old, what happened to Flacco? He went to Indianapolis to back up Anthony Richardson. Not the Jodeci note. What up, D-Man? Jodeci note, Skinner, or the Cisco note? Which one is it? It's the Jodeci note. Jodeci started it. How is Conklin doing? Does anybody know? Is he okay? Robert, where you been? You see how I get on people when they come in? I am so disrespectful. People come to support me and I yell at them as soon as they get here. Instead of saying, how are you doing? Where you been? It is Schwartz's second year. Very good point, Robert. So they only can get better from here. They know their deficiencies last year, so they will fix them and be better this year. Very good point. Well, that's the goal, is to be better this year. And Robert answered too. That's what I like. They actually answer when I yell at them. My God. I get it, summertime, man. People are doing things in the summer. I get it. I appreciate everybody who does show up when they do show up. I appreciate it. You know, y'all know I'm just messing with you. That's why we joke on here. Y'all know I am really messing with you guys. I'm trying to get on here more when I can. Work really be killing me, man. But I wish I could have got on here earlier when this news actually happened. But I figured I owed you guys at least alive. I really, really believe we are going to be great. I'm excited. That's why we love you so much, Corey. I love y'all too, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You do lose track of time when the sun's up. You do. You do. I appreciate y'all. Everybody that's watching the videos, liking the videos, all that great stuff. Greatly appreciate it. But yeah, like I said, man, I got a good feeling. I don't know why. I am usually I usually am the, slow your roll. I don't know. Now I am still taking it one game at a time, and I still stick by that. It's one game at a time. We win, that's good. One game at a time. And if we lose, it's not the end of the season. But I just have a good feeling. Oh, talk about trading him to KC and putting Jones in his place. Got you. What up, Tim? Am I doing Clash at the Castle? We will see. Depending on the team. What hurts me is these pay-per-views that come on Saturday afternoon. Sometimes I'm not around, and they need to keep them Saturday night. You feel me, Cynthia? Saturday night's when I need them. All this stupid in the morning and then 12 and then like, what are we doing? Saturday night. But we will see. I don't want to say I'm going to do it and then something comes up and I can't, and then I look like a liar. But we will see. The only thing that I can guarantee you is that I will do every single Browns watch party, and Ohio State watch parties, maybe bringing a comeback to see what kind of traction we get on those. And the one person who would be happiest to hear about that is not even here. Hopefully her and Buster is okay. My mom is doing good. Thank you for asking. Oh, Scott like that. Okay. I know Janet's the only one that would have been really excited about that. So they may be making a comeback. I want to see the traction. I want to see where it goes because it takes so much energy to do Browns games and Buckeyes games back to back to back to back. But a lot of people, didn't like it when I started doing Ohio State. So, we're supposed to be really good this year. So we're going to see where that goes. See if I can, if I get the traction and if I get the participation and if I can juggle both of them. So we'll see. But yes, just giving you the plans of the channel. Do you believe our D will be better than last year since I do think it's AAA. I think our defense, I think that Houston Texans game last year, when they were absolutely atrocious in the first half. The first half, they were atrocious. Everybody says they were terrible the whole game. They weren't. They were terrible the first half. The second half was all turnovers that blew that second half open. The first half, they were atrocious. The second half, they got the stops they needed to put it in position for a comeback. And then turnovers. That was it. But the first half, they were atrocious. They couldn't get off the field. And I think that left a sour taste in their mouth. And the way they did not show up on the road like they did at home. And I think that will actually be good for this year because it gave them something to really improve on. Is that defense traveling? And I think they will be better. But in that second half, turnover sealed the fate of that football game because the defense actually did what they had to do to get Cleveland the football. And bye-bye. You be there for Ohio State. So we're going to see. I know Ohio State's first game is 3:30, I believe. And it's it's not one of those, high-powered games. I think it's against Akron or something like that. And then they play Oregon. So, it's going to be two games. The Oregon game is the one, or I think it's two games. And then Oregon, I'll have to double check. But, so we'll see what's going to go on. So I want to test the waters again and see who's there and who's not and, and all that stuff. And I'll put it out on the page, and obviously. But you guys know first because you're here. Watson will be playing week 1. Watson will be there week 1. Speaking of traveling, how many more years LeBron play? I give him 2 more years. I'm a LeBron fan. I'd say 2 more years. To be honest, I wish he would just retire because the more that he continues to lose, the more people get to laugh at his face and throw it up against him. But I'm like, what 41-year-old is still putting up this level of high level of play. But I just wish he would retire so people could stop using it against him. There's really nothing else because he's not going to win another title. It's just not happening. The league is just too good now. These players are just too good. They just are. I just don't see it happening. In my opinion. I could be wrong, but I don't see it happening. But I say 2 more years, Robert. That is my guess. Wishing us a very good, healthy season. I just want no injuries. That's all I want. Give us a fair shot. Just give us a fair shot. No injuries. Let Stefanski and Barry muddy the healthy waters this year and then see what we can do. That's all I want. But I do appreciate everybody for coming out today. It is 5:30 on the dot. Keep your notifications on. Members, greatly appreciate you. What is today? Thursday? Look for a member stream only Friday. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but I feel like I owe you guys one. So Friday, we're going to do a member only stream. And then Patreon, we're going to do a Q&A next week. So get your questions ready. Patreon Q&A next week. Get those questions ready. I will put it out there tomorrow for next week. So I will give you a week's time, Patreon members, to get those questions ready for some participation. Members, Friday stream. We just talk more what we talked about today, or if anything else happens. Friday, members only stream. I'm going to give you time on Friday to get home from work, get everything together. So I'm going to shoot for 7 o'clock on Friday. I want to give you time to get everything together. 7 o'clock Friday, members only stream. I appreciate you all. So until next time, you know the drill. Some people just want, good seeing you too, Scott. I got to get these last out. Some people just want that final win, that swan song, go out with people praising you instead of making fun of you. Yeah, I wish he could get that, Robert, but I just don't see it, man. I would love it though. Sounds good. Thank you, Corey. Definitely have been missed. Was about to put out a missing person flyer for it. Another $10. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Ooh yeah. Here comes the money. Money. Ooh yeah. There you go, Triple A. I gave you a song there. I vote that once a week you do all Cleveland news show covering all Cleveland sports new. The Tribe/Guardian is on fire. I can try that, Triple A. Now, you know I know nothing about baseball. Absolutely nothing. I can try that, Triple A. I know absolutely nothing about baseball, but I can try that. I can try that. I know nothing about baseball, but I can try it. Okay. Once a week, all Cleveland show. I can try that. People be like, what are you talking about? I don't know. But yeah, Friday, members only stream. And then members, you guys can help me out with this Cleveland show that AAA is talking about, because I have no clue about the Guardians/Tribe. SmackDown stream? I don't know about that, Django. I don't think nobody's going to show up to that. Cody Rhodes putting people to sleep, man. I love you, though, Django. I love you. You know I had those shots at Cody. I had to do it. I'd be down to watch anything Cleveland and OSU. All right, y'all. I love the dialogue. Django. Members only stream. Robert, consistency. Cynthia, you're not a member, I don't think. Or are you? You are a member, Cynthia. I see it there. Cynthia. Scott, you're not a member. But let's discuss this show that we're talking about in the members only on Friday. You guys can give me some help. I am all about it. Listen, you can give me some help. I will do it. You guys are gonna have to help me out with the Guardians. I know nothing about baseball, nothing at all. But if that's something you guys want, I can try it. I can try anything. Until next time, Django, Cynthia, I miss Roman Reigns. AAA, consistency, Cheryl, Robert, Scott. That's all I see right here. Hopefully, members, I'll see you Friday. But if you don't show up Friday, I'll see you when I see you. Peace.